It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Texans and the 49ers under the lights on Sunday night.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Stroud in the air to start us off. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That's completed right side. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, let's go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He'll cobble together a yard there. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
All right.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He has the 1st over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Lays out, what a catch! Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Toward Dell, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Schultz with the catch. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. They are throwing it again. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Stroud. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it.
Already.
Here's Stroud. Called in left side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Bernardo Green with that tackle. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Second and 4. Connection made to Dell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. First and 10 now from the 30.
Nike Texans.
Here's Stroud now. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's second down coming up. Stroud off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
11. Oh, right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49er.
Oh, right.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
On the quick, right?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Katie York now on for the field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Stroud. He's going to push one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Across the 45 and still going. And he's all the way down to the 36. So timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. It's Mixon on second down. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Chubb going for the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans only up by a few. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground again with Mixon. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Under. Hey.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
Here we go, let's go.
They're going to run for it with Chubb. And he'll get them enough for a first down. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
A give to Mixon up the middle. So it's a win for the Texans. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got CJ Stroud.
All right.
Stroud gonna throw right away. That is brought in at the 10. And he's gonna be brought down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And that is...
Here we go.
a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
South.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down, Texans.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. To throw is Stroud. A short throw caught by Kincaid. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Throwing is Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. Second down and 3. On play action, Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he will score. Tank Dell. Touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Stroud to throw. That is caught. On first down, it's Stroud. That's in. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll. Here's Stroud. Going up top. That is hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. It is. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
Now, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by...
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll take. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. Here's Chubb, and he'll just get up. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down. Oh, but he cannot get a... go. One final play. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 39. Off the option, here's Henry. Muscles him off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Stroud. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. 15
yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Again, it's Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stroud. That is caught, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's complete. It's Collins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Play action. Stroud now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Nick Herbig.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Stroud sets up the play action. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texan. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview? That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball under 39. Here's 2nd down at a yard. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 42. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Taken in at the 11. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each pass. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33. And the tight end goes in motion left. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Hopkins. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson. And this one too low.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. Nnamdi Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
In motion right goes Hopkins. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers...
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's got this down to the 35. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 36, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pre.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Down to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a rate. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Houston. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Here's Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Jackson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Jackson now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, goal to go. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Throwing, Jackson. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Stroud back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got...
All right.
Stroud in the air to start us off. That one's complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first. Man in motion here. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Jacks pick it up.
Here we go.
First and 10 now from the 30. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
This set of downs starts with an option right. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, Stroud. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Collins there to grab it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. He'll throw it yet again. Has his man. It's Mixon. And in for the Houston touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Here's a handoff up the gut. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's on the move. On the run, heaving it back across the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Stroud now on third. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come up first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Back to throw, Stroud. Finds Kincaid. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Stroud. He finds him beyond the marker. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. You're working quickly here. Here's Stroud now. Buying some time right. And he will score. It's a... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown here. This our last play of the quarter. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Tank Dell the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's on the move.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Stroud throwing here on 1st. This is complete to Schultz. And he gets this forward to the 19. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. From the gun, Stroud. Finds a man, right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And it's a turnover. The Texans come away with the road win. And this